All right, so sorry, the video crashed in the middle of the last problem, so we're going to continue D and then we'll move on to question 23. So what I was saying is that we're going to use Pythagorean theorem here. So we're going to say that this PQ is X, so that I can set up the equation X squared plus 12 squared equals 13 squared. I then get X squared plus 144 equals 169. Subtracting 144 from both sides, you get 25. And so X squared equals 25. Square root X equals 5. So I know that this is 5. And now that I know that that's 5, I see that we have another pair of congruent sides. We've got ML and PO are congruent. So now I have the HL postulate, or the HL theorem. So setting up my flowchart. Okay, so this is going to be a little bit different of a flowchart. First thing we're going to say is that we have right angles. So angle L and, you know what, let me write this bigger, hold on. So the first thing you have to say is that we've got right angles. So angle L and angle P are right angles. So when we set up the HL theorem, that's the first thing we need, is saying that we've got right angles. And the next thing we've got to work on is our hypotenuse. We've got KM is congruent to RQ. That is given. And I'm sorry, also this part is given to us. And then the last thing we have to set up is PQ is congruent. Now we need a leg, so PQ is congruent to ML. And we know that because we did Pythag. So now we can finish our conclusion statement. I'm going to say triangle KML is congruent to triangle, go ahead and answer that one. Okay, it's going to be RQP. So when I did KML, I did orange, yellow, green. So I'm going to do orange, yellow, green, RQP. And we know this because of HL. So hypotenuse leg. All right, so now we'll get to question 23. Suppose you are working on a problem involving the two triangles UVW and XYZ, and you know that triangle UVW is congruent to triangle XYZ. What can you conclude about the sides and angles of triangle UVW and triangle XYZ? Write down every equation involving side lengths or angle measures that must be true. So, starting with our side lengths, remember we got to match up corresponding sides. So if it's UVW and XYZ, then the first two must be congruent. So UV has to be congruent to XY. The last two are corresponding, so VW and YZ. So VW is congruent to YZ. And then the first and the last are also corresponding. So UW is congruent to XZ. And if you're not sure, let's draw the triangles. And actually, I'm going to do that. So I'm going to just draw two triangles that look like they're congruent. We're going to call this UVW and XYZ. So like I said, UV has to be congruent to XY, which it looks like it is. They're definitely corresponding. We've got VW and YZ. And then we've got UW and XC. Okay. And we also know that angles are congruent. So let's start with the first listed angle here. Angle U is congruent to angle X. Angle U is congruent to angle X. Start with the second one. Angle V is congruent to angle Y. And the last one listed in each of these is W and Z. So angle W is congruent to angle Z. Angle W and angle Z. All right, so we know those 6 things after we know the triangles are congruent. Go ahead and finish up go ahead and start the homework or finish up any videos that you are behind on.